about mobile medical imaging.
Oh, sure. More than happy to, Steve. Question, is Andy on the line? Andrew?
He is, and
Okay, wonderful. If it's there, what we'll do is this. I'll talk about the x-ray side, and then Andy can come in and talk about the lab side. Again, I'm Desmond. Again, good morning with Mobile Medical Imaging. We provide the diagnostic services of your x-rays, your ultrasounds, and EKGs, basically bringing the mountain to where your patients are. The company actually covers Northern Virginia, most of Maryland, Washington, D.C. It's not as far as Westminster, even over to the Eastern Shore from time to time. The company's been around for over almost 20 years, again, serving this region. Cover mainly nursing homes, assisted living facilities. We also go into jails, and we also do corporate work with corporations, bringing the x-rays in there. The bulk of the studies that we actually do, Steve, are x-rays. We just want to say x-rays, the routine diagnostic x-rays, no specialty exams, no contrast given. You also do your ultrasounds, basically your Doppler studies, abdominal ultrasounds, renal ultrasounds, arterial. You also do your EKGs, an echocardiogram. Again, all this is done at the bedside of the patient, kind of making life easy for them and their family members. Basically, they'll call us, or the physician will send us over the order. And what we'll do then, we'll set up the time that's convenient to the patient to go ahead and do the study in their home or even their workplace, where it's more convenient for them at the time. Hope that gives a little background about what we do on the x-ray side. Is Andy available? There you go.
Yeah, he's right down there.
Talk about the lab.
Yeah. So Andy, you're with Diamond Medical Labs. So tell us, and again, thanks to both of you for being exhibitors. I know this is a bizarre way to exhibit at a conference, isn't it? But we're recording it, and you've got a captured audience here.
Nice. Well, good morning. My name is Andy down at Diamond Medical Laboratories. So Desmond and I have been partners for about 5, almost 6 years now. We originally started with the imaging company, and then we morphed into doing lab services as well. We service patients that are in nursing homes, assisted livings, and individual homes in the community that cannot get out. We go to them. We service most of Maryland and DC. We try to stay off of the Eastern Shore because it's very difficult to get the specimens back in time to be processed properly. And we try to stay out of all the way Western Maryland. But pretty much up and down the middle of the state of Maryland and DC is where we service. Well, the reason why our clients really appreciate us, we're the only local laboratory that does what we do. We are also providing COVID testing to facilities and people in individual homes. And we're just there for the seniors that can't get out, that need our services wherever they decide to live.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. And let's see, I have Rosalind Kellum, who I can bring on from Mission of Mercy. Rosalind, if you want to unmute and show your video. And while I'm waiting for Rosalind to come on, I don't see, there's Rosalind. All right. Rosalind, we're going to see you a little bit later as in one of the sessions, but can you just give us a brief overview of Mission of Mercy? And thank you for being an exhibitor this year.
Actually, you want to talk to Linda. She's the exhibitor.
Oh.
Yeah. Linda Ryan is the exhibitor. I'm presenting.
Oh, okay. Well, then here we go. I've got Linda. I've requested Linda on board. So I'm going to put you in the background then. And
okay.
We will see you later.
Right at 10. Yep.
Yep.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Linda.
Okay, so this is Jennifer.
Oh.
What happened is I didn't get a link. So Linda sent me her link to join the conference. And
okay.
So I am showing up as Linda.
Okay, it looks like I have 2 Lindas here. So I'm going to try to.
Do you want to unmute me too, or?
Which one is this?
That's the real Linda.
Good.
Okay, so will the real Linda
Linda's-
please speak, and you can show your video as well. Is that the real Linda?
That's me. Yes. Hello.
Oh, okay, great.
Can you, all right.
Okay,
So,
everybody in the audience, hopefully you're enjoying the, the challenges of hosting a virtual conference here. But Linda, great to have you as an exhibitor.
thank you. And you have, Steve, our 2-minute video that you were going to show if Anna could start talking. Okay. Did you hear me?
Yeah, you're a little bit muffled, but let's give it a shot.
Okay. So Mission Mercy for 26 years has been providing free healthcare, which includes medical care and dental care and prescription meds for folks who are uninsured and underinsured. We have 2 mobile units, mobile dental unit and a mobile medical unit. Dr. Kellen will be in her talk addressing our mobile dental unit. She's our dental director. But what we do is we utilize churches as our sites during the week, especially because they're empty. And we use churches as our sites, and hospitals give us free lab and x-ray. And we treat individuals, as I said, who are uninsured and underinsured. We're not a federally qualified healthcare clinic, but we give away all of our medications. We raise every penny. So Jennifer White, who I don't know if Jennifer's on too, she could add to this. Jennifer's our development director, and our responsibility collectively is to raise the funds that we need to operate. And we do that by writing loads and loads of grants, by getting funding from churches. We do usually 2 special events during the year, and probably will be virtual this year, our gala. And so basically that's what we do. And we have thousands of individuals. We have our mobile units are parked at Mount St. Mary's University, and we travel a 1-hour circumference. So our clinic sites are in Town, Brunswick, Frederick, Reisterstown, Gettysburg, and Harrisburg. So, and we operate with over 220 licensed doctors, nurses, dentists. So if anyone's interested in volunteering, we'd love to have them. And this is Jennifer White. Do you want to add something, Jen?
Yes. Okay. So my name still says Linda.
Yeah, but you're Jennifer.
Well, will the participants know that I'm Jennifer?
Because you're telling them you are.
Right.
So this is Jennifer White. Yeah.
So yes, thank you, Linda. Jennifer White, Mission of Mercy. Part of what I do is help raise the funds that we need to support the program, the medical and the dental clinic. And so we're always looking for new funders, foundation support in all the regions that we serve, including sponsors. And so, we have there's a lot of information on our website if anybody's interested in going to our website. So.
Great. Well, again, we're excited to learn more about Mission of Mercy during your session. Thank you so much for being an exhibitor. And
can I ask one question?
Sure.
So I'm confused. My name still says Jennifer. Do participants see the name on underneath my?
No.
Okay, that's what was.
Yeah. Both of you use the Linda Ryan link, but you may be able to go in and edit that. Again, these are the technical difficulties of of virtual.
Oh, I can. I think I can. Yes. Thank you for doing me then.
So,
okay.
Steve, thank you so much for this opportunity. We love being a sponsor, and our website is www.amissionofmercy.org. Thank you.
Excellent. All right.
There we go. Did you see my change?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
great.
This is great job. Okay, I'm going to take you guys off the screen, and now let's see. And I got Amy is on the screen, but I'm going to take her off here. Okay, so as you can see, we've got two remaining logos of Exhibitors, Town Square and Maryland Relay. I know that our representative from Town Square was really busy and unable to make it today. So I was going to say a few words, and I'm looking, I don't see Jennifer online from Maryland Relay, but I'm here just to say that both of these organizations are very unique and innovative. Let me first start with Town Square. If you have not seen the Town Square Adult Medical Daycare Center, you need to go on Google and check that out, because it's absolutely amazing. This organization was inspired, it started out in California, where some Hollywood movie set designers said, hey, let's create an adult daycare center that actually looks more unique and innovative, as opposed to looking like a senior center or what have you. And they designed props and nostalgia and unique rooms, and it's just such a magical place, Town Square, and in Baltimore County. And then Maryland Relay is just an amazing service for hard of hearing individuals to communicate via the phone, and most of the time you can qualify for a further services free of charge. So by all means, check out Maryland Relay and Town Square. Okay, so now I did see that Tony Davis is on, and so I'm going to bring her on board. And this is, we've got a few sponsors that we want to spotlight. So hopefully, Tony, awesome, there you are. And let me, oh wow, looks like you're in your car.
I'm in my car and I apologize.
Hey, listen, when could we, oh, and you're moving in your car. This is even better. This is mind-blowing.
I'm pulling over. But I was at a stoplight when you called me up. I wasn't expecting it, but we're really happy to be a sponsor and appreciate you taking the effort to put this on. It's a very important conference, and so we appreciate it. I think that we sent a little video along.
We're going to share all the videos and communication with the attendees. By all means, a great idea for everybody is just load up the Maryland Gerontological website while you're at the conference, because you can check out the schedule, sponsor videos, PowerPoints, things of that nature. But Tony, just for those who are not familiar with Brooke Grove,
Okay.
Just give us a brief overview of, because it truly is a very unique and beautiful community.
I would be happy to. Brooke Grove Retirement Village is a continuing care retirement community in the northern part of Montgomery County, Sandy Spring. Not as far as most people think. We're only about 15 minutes from Rockville, another 15 to 20 from the Columbia and Howard County area. We are situated on a beautiful 220-acre piece of land that once you arrive on our campus, everybody says my blood pressure just drops, because it's you wind through some woods to arrive. And it's just a very unique place. It is offering, obviously, since we're CCRC, it offers the independent living community, which is a small cottage type community with just 40 cottages. We also have our assisted living, where we have around 108 beds. About 2/3 of that is for memory care, and the rest is for regular assisted living. They are 7 separate group homes with 16 residents per home, which makes it pretty unique in that you're not in a high rise necessarily. You're in more of a home situation with the cooks and the housekeepers and all your care staff right there with you. Then we have our brand new state-of-the-art rehab center, 70 beds in there. And that actually feels more like a resort than a medical facility. We are currently taking COVID patients. The unique setting of our situation is that we have separate wings that have been able to be isolated off. And so we are taking people out of the hospital that are COVID positive, but in a very, very safe environment. And we're doing very well with that. And as well, we have our nursing center. And we have a specialty in our nursing center for people that have dementia, for them to come and have rehab in a specialized treatment area. So that's a little snippet of Brooke Grove. We'd love to have you check out our video. We have pictures of our rehab center, which if you haven't been there, you really should come and visit when we're able to, or check out the video, and you'll see why we call it a resort style rehab center. The facility is absolutely beautiful, and our care is exceptional. We would just love to have you come and visit, and we're just so glad that you guys are on today, and look forward to meeting with each one of you in the future.
Great. Thanks a lot, Tony, and drive safe. And
I'm not driving. I was
in our
listening.
wildest dreams, could we ever think that somebody could participate in a conference while in their car? Amazing.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. All right. Thank
Excellent. Thank you. Okay. All right. So our next sponsor that we want to spotlight is the Option Group. And we've got Noel White from the Option Group, who I'm going to bring on here. And Noel,
Good morning.
Yep. And then if you you can share your video, or you can just do audio with us. There you go. All right, Noel, nice to see that you're not in a car.
Thank you.
Tell us about the Option Group.
Of course. Thank you for the opportunity. We do appreciate it, and good morning to all. As Steve mentioned, my name is Noel White. I'm the Community Outreach Liaison for Ellen Platt's The Option Group. We help people navigate longevity. Ellen supports the MGA. She certainly would love to be at today's meeting, but with the influx of new referrals, she's actually busy today conducting an in-home assessment, which would include a baseline cognitive screen. In addition, her assessment will include gathering information on financial, legal, medical, environmental, and psychosocial situations. Our goal, obviously, is to ensure the highest levels possible of safety, independence, and comfort for the senior. What we would do is we would prepare a care plan. It would be discussed with the client and the family. It will address short-term and long-term options, as well as education situation. Now, that's just a snippet. But for those of you who don't know who the Option Group is, we are certified geriatric care managers, members of the Aging Life Care Association, and we help people navigate longevity at home. If that's not possible, we can identify the best care facility for placement. Our service areas are Baltimore City and any of the counties that touch that. We do go out to Frederick, Maryland. I would ask that if you have any questions, if you need more information, if you make a referral, please call us at 410-667-0266 or visit our website, www.theoptiongroup.net, and you'll see more about the full services that we offer. And Steve, I want to thank you for that opportunity to provide an update on the Option Group.
Great. And just a little inside baseball that some folks may not be familiar with. I believe that Ellen Platt and the Option Group are planning on opening one of the Town Square adult daycare centers, correct?
That is correct. So in addition to her running the Option Group, which she'll continue, she will be opening up Town Square. She is shooting for the Hunt Valley area. Obviously, with COVID-19, that's pushed our plans back a little bit. And she'll continue to work negotiating that. And we'd love to have that up as a wonderful adult day center, as you had mentioned, Steve. So just stay posted and we'll be involved with. Thanks again. Talk about Town Square.
You bet. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
My pleasure.
And let's see, our next sponsor spotlight is Charlotte Hall. I don't think we have Carol Lewis on, but if Carol, if you are on, either raise your hand if you're in the attendee, or if you're on the panelist, just unmute yourself. But for those of you who are not familiar with Charlotte Hall, you can visit the Charlotte Hall website. I've got it on there, charhall.org on the screen. It's in Southern Maryland. It's a community designed for veterans. Again, a great resource for our community, and we're delighted that they are supporting the conference as a sponsor. And then our final, oh, awesome, Jacob, you are right on it. Our final sponsor that we're spotlighting, and it looks like perfect timing, then we will get this kicked off, is Caption Call. So Jacob, can you share some information about Caption Call?
Sure. Hi, and thank you for the opportunity to be a sponsor today. We're really excited. So I just have a couple things just to show you. But who we are stewards of a federally funded program. And what we do is we provide caption and amplified phone service for folks that have hearing impairment. And this is all funded through the Americans with Disabilities Act. So we are the number one provider in the nation, and we are all about helping people stay socially connected for a longer, happier, and healthier life. Because this is funded through the Americans with Disabilities Act, we are regulated by the FCC. And that's how this is all at no cost to any of your clients or any of your patients that you may be serving. We are paid on a permanent basis, and to provide the service, individuals must meet the requirements given by the FCC. So it's all about helping people who have hearing loss that necessitates the use of captioning to use the phone independently. The reason we're kind of relevant to this space is because population hearing loss is kind of a big deal. There are 48 million Americans with hearing loss, and about 8 million Americans have been fitted for hearing aids. Many of those folks do fit our senior population. And we kind of fit into this space when we're looking at transitions of care as people move through hospitals into SNFs or other care facilities and rehabs. There's a lot of, with the 30-day rule and whatnot, a lot of things can go awry. So really getting down to, do your patients truly understand their care plan? Things with telehealth coming up through COVID. So that's sort of where we fit into this space and where we're seeking to assist as many folks as possible in overcoming some of those challenges. So we're super excited to be here. We have a couple, I can share all this through email later if you guys want, but this is what our phone looks like. It is a caption phone, has a there's two models. One has a 7-inch screen and one has an 8-inch screen. As an individual is using the phone, our captions would be scrolling. The phone also amplifies to 121 decibels, so great tool there, even if you don't want to use the captioning. We also have just launched our iPhone app, so we're able to be mobile for folks that are more tech savvy, and we're working on an Android app to come out later in 2020. So that's just an overview of what we do. You guys all are familiar with how population health management works, and we're just here to help as many people as we can. So if you have any questions, you can reach out to me. My name is Jacob. I serve Maryland and the Virginia's Eastern Shore. We have on this webinar as well, we have Mita, who services DC and Nova and part of Western Maryland. And then we have Lisa, who's in Virginia as well. So yeah, awesome. Thank you.
Well, thanks so much, Jacob. And this is just perfect timing. We are going to, let's see. Okay, so now we are going to officially kick off the conference. And let me bring your host, Ted Gross, president of, there you go. Ted, let me unmute you. All right, Ted.
Good morning, Steve.
Good morning. All right, we got through the first half hour.
Great job. You did fantastic.
Yeah, I was really worried now. And one thing, just so now that I get to slide behind the curtains, whoops. Now that I get to slide behind the curtain, I am going to be able to take a peek at some of the chat and oh, okay, yes.
Before you go, Steve, we just want to say thank you so much for helping facilitate this conference today. It's a natural partnership between MGA and Positive Aging Sourcebook. You did a fantastic job in helping bringing this together. We're going to have fun today, but both organizations are all about helping professionals in the field of aging learn and network. And so we really appreciate all your help today.
Excellent. Well, thanks. It's my pleasure. Okay, so I'm gonna go behind the curtains, and then folks will hear my voice from time to time. Ted, if you need a lifeline or anything like that, you just call out for me. But
I'll raise my
I'm really
hand.
excited to hear the speakers and everything that we've got planned for everybody today. So, all right, here I go, stopping my video.
Thank you. So good morning, everyone, and thanks so much for joining us today. This is really an exciting day for MGA, our first annual conference and webinar. We've been talking for some time about how do we go online, how do we share our conferences and networking more, and just through the magic of COVID and Zoom and Steve Gurney, here we are today. So we really appreciate you joining us on this experiment. We hope it goes well. We know there's going to be some bumps and bruises along the way, but just hang in there with us. We really want to thank all the members of the MGA board for all their support throughout the year. And many of them are with us today and will be joining us throughout the day. We also want to thank Amy Bober-Shennerman, our administrative coordinator, and Steve, because when we decided to do this virtual, it was like, oh, we're really going to do this. And we pulled it out of the hat. So we really appreciate everybody's hard work. All of the speakers, the exhibitors, and the sponsors, the Option Group, Charlotte Hall, Veterans Home, Caption Call, and Brooke Grove, thanks again for continuing your support this year. And go ahead, Steve, if you want to back up to the board real quick. There you go. Here's our board of directors. Mandy, Lauren, Tasha, Alicia, Victoria, Vic, Willie, Anne-Marie, Virginie, and Genevieve, and back to the officers one. We've got Sean from Montgomery County and Liz from Baltimore City are our officers, and Pat Farmer, a retiree. So we really appreciate everybody for being here today. Quick overview. Because we're doing just a half a day conference instead of all day, we've shortened the speaker sessions, but we're going to have a lot of great sessions. For CEUs, we'll have a check-in after the first session and at the end of the day. So we're still going to try and do some short evaluations. Wow, there's a hummingbird right outside my window. Sorry for that distraction, but you know, this is what happens. People are in their cars, and hopefully you all are ready for a conference. So typically we're going to tell you where are the restrooms, and we all worry about the temperature. So you're in your own car or your own office or your own home, so you can control those things. I've got my snacks standing by. So hopefully you're all well prepared for a virtual conference. Steve, any more updates on how we use this thing called Zoom? Right, we're gonna check in on chat on the bottom of the screen.
Ted, I just posted on chat because I see that there's quite a few folks that are posting only to the panelists. And this is a very easy thing to do because you have to, when you post in chat, you have to use the drop-down menu that says all panelists and attendees. So just double check your postings there, and if you can repost to all panelists and attendees, then everybody can see you. And remember, the chat is sort of like the business card exchange. Now, the other thing throughout the day, when we're in our sessions, if you have a question, you can ask your question two ways. You can type in at the bottom using Q&A, or you can raise your hand and we will call on you. So I think that covers that. And then Ted, okay, so we've gone through this. We talked about the CEUs. Okay, so that's, yeah.
Great. And this is what we're talking about. You know, we started planning the conference talking about Medicare. It's a great program. It helps so many people in so many ways, but there are a few gaps in coverage. And so we're happy to bring to you today speakers from government, from university researchers, and practitioners from throughout Maryland that are very familiar with Medicare. But of course, it's very timely with what's going on with COVID-19 that we're able to share some resources for people. So each of our speakers are going to mention a little bit about the impact of COVID-19, and hopefully you all will share that with each other using the chat feature as we go on and as we network today. So we've got a few things posted here as well as on the MGA website. Don't forget to go to our website and look at speakers' bios, our schedule of the day, and any other information that you'd like to see. So it's also interesting this week that we chose the 17th of June for our conference. Monday, June 15th, was World Elder Abuse Prevention Day. We all know that elder abuse is a significant problem throughout the country. And there's many different kinds of elder abuse, including scam artists taking advantage of people by phone or computer or at their front door. And the Senior Medicare Patrol is a big part of Rebecca Kinney's presentation today. So we're happy to have her with us. Before we get started with Rebecca, though, I want to acknowledge all the hard work and dedication of all their friends and colleagues on the front lines, in the hospitals, in the nursing homes, and in our communities, from personal care workers to family caregivers. And through this fight with COVID-19, we've all been very busy and dedicated to helping everyone in the communities. And also just recently, many of us became more aware of racism and the fight for social and racial justice. So I just want to ask everybody to take a moment of silence for the many victims of COVID-19, as well as others suffering in our community.